What's going on, everyone? My name is Tehcatshoot Player, and today I'm going to be doing a review slash overlook slash video of specs of the Steam box, the Microsoft's Xbox One, and Sony's PlayStation 4. So let's get started with the Steam box. Some specs on the Steam box. It's going to be between 4 and 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's going to have a quad-core 64-bit processor running at 3.2 gigahertz, 32 nm processor. That's what I meant to say. It's going to have 4 megabytes of level 2 cache, and it's going to have integrated graphics card. The X7A is going to be starting at $1,000, and the X5A is going to be starting at $500. So there's a huge price difference there. So there has to be a lot of better stuff on the X7A, I'm guessing. There's not too many, there's not a lot of specs out right now for the Steam box. That's all I could really get my hands on by looking around, but I've also heard that PlayStation 4, like Sony, wants to do, they want to do something with the Steam OS and the Steam box, and they want to be able to play Sony games on the Steam OS when the Steam operating system comes out, which I don't think there has been a release date for that yet. If there is, I'll put it in the video. So it's supposed to be like a brand new gaming console, and it's supposed to be for the price of $1,000. Hopefully, run maybe any game at max settings, or at least for the X5A for $500. That should be a decent amount of at least high settings on each game that Steam offers. Going on to Microsoft's Xbox One, the Xbox One is going to have a mandatory online check, which means if it checks whenever you're online, and since there's a Kinect sensor, it can see you everywhere, wherever the Kinect sensor is set, it's always looking at you, and the Kinect sensor is required in order to use the Xbox One. You can't game if you're offline for 24 hours. I don't really understand what that means that much. I'm gonna look more into that. You can't really sell your games on Xbox, so there's going to be no used games in GameStop or anything for the Xbox One, because you can't buy or sell used games, because it doesn't allow you to play them again like a used copy, and you can't share anything, you can't share your games for, I think it's up to one person for 15 minutes. I think it was something like that. And you have to have gold in order to watch Netflix, and gold is required for your standard Xbox Live Party online, and that's $60 a year, which some people might not want to pay, and that's pretty ridiculous for $60 a year. I mean, it's not too much money, but for a year, I mean, you should get a little bit more out of it. And the Xbox One is starting at $500. So it's a big difference between the Steam box and the PlayStation 4. Moving on to the Sony's PlayStation 4, they have 0 online checks, so it doesn't check if you're online or offline. They don't care. you can sell your games if you would like to trade them in, or if you'd like to get in-store credit at like GameStop. You can lend them to friends. Like you can trade games. You can use the used games and everything. So they are gonna have that. There is not going to be a camera at all. So that means that they're not going to be watching you, which is good. And there isn't going to be an extra charge for Netflix either, which means that you'll be able to, if you're offline, I think if you're offline, you'll be able to use Netflix still. And the PS4 is starting at $400. And I don't really know what it is, but I really like the PlayStation 4 controller a lot more than the Xbox One. It just looks a lot more like, it looks thinner. It looks like you'll be able to hold it a lot better with the Xbox One. They added that weird type of arc on the top with the Xbox button on it, which is pointless. They could have just left that the same. They didn't really need to change it. But with the PS4 controller, it just looks like it fits like in your palm of your hands better. So all in all, I'm not like criticizing because I'm a PC player really. I would probably pick the Steam box because it's one of the best deals, and you can still use a controller if you want to, which means since the Steam OS is coming out soon, that you'll be able to play Steam right on your TV, which means if Sony has a contract with Steam, then you'll be able to play Sony games on Steam box also. So you'll be able to have your computer on with like, well, your computer is going to be the Steam box, and you will be able to stream it right to your TV screen. And I mean, if you want, get a Logitech controller and you can play just like that. Just like a normal console hooked up to your TV. Or if you want mouse and keyboard with the Steam box, which is, if I were to buy the Steam box, that's what I would do. But I'm not going to get any of these consoles. I'm just going to upgrade my PC, because I might as well just put the money into my computer to play games more smooth with better graphics than buy a whole new console and start over. So that has been a quick little review here. Try not to keep anything too lengthy, but I just wanted to keep everything short and sweet, and just a little specs here. And of course, Xbox One is gonna have their typical Forza and all their own games, while PS4 is gonna have their own games. And I am not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be Halo on PS4. I heard some rumors about that, where they're stopping the contract with just Xbox, and they're gonna have it on PS4 as well. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. So tell me if what console you guys would like to choose. What would you pick? So I always like to hear feedback. Tell me how I did on the video. If I left anything out, which I obviously left a lot of stuff out, but tell me if any of these facts/rumors were false, so I could know. And make sure you guys hit me up on Twitter. And if you missed my welcome to my channel video, it will be right here on the screen, so all you have to do is just click the video and it'll bring you right to it. And I really like the feedback from it, and I will be working on getting those gameplays on from Counter-Strike and Minecraft. And my friend told me to get a Modern Warfare 3 sniping commentary, so I'll be working on that too. So thank you guys for the suggestions and the positive feedback on my first upload, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.